Man. Here we go. Yo, what you doing here in Plainview, man?
I live here now. And it was either Wolfpack or Dynasty for Club League, and I didn't want to play with you. So I chose.
We're here in Plainview, Illinois, club circuit.
Heated rivals indeed. Rarely do you see teams like this dislike each other this much, especially in the club league circuit. But you know what? This is a showcase game for both teams.
At the center of it all will be MP, the star player for the Dynasty. He'll be tasked with keeping their winning streak of James, covered by Fisher. And Drake, you talk about the moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
Dynasty making a switch here. And here's MP. Pass to Zaderko. Inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
You look at this Wolfpack roster, a lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him with the team. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season. Now here's MP. The three is up, and Robinson pulls it down. Stauffer with the ball. Outside James. Wells makes it off the glass.
I mean, look, Wells is not that tall. Stands 5'7", but he plays a lot bigger than he is. And
4-3. And Robinson pulls it down. Wells with it. Picked up by Luan. Wells with it. Zaderko's there. And Wells gets it to go.
The footwork within 10 feet, scoring the basket on the move, smoothly executed by Wells. And we've talked about the heated interactions of these teams before. It's a result of history and proximity.
Oh yeah, the bad blood comes from getting in each other's faces way too often over the years. It certainly doesn't help they operate out of the same region in Illinois.
Back to Robinson. Now Wells, now covered by MP. It's hauled in by the Dynasty. Outside Luan. From deep, it's MP. Another Stauffer. Now covered by MP. Pokes loose. And it's out of bounds. Wolfpack to retain possession.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Eric Dillard. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
Here's Wells. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from him from the field. He's only taken 6 shots. And with the high school season now in the rearview mirror, for many of these players, they are solely focused on club play.
And winning on the club circuit is their only goal as of now. I'd expect that to mean the games are going to be a little bit more chippy because of that.
Pass to Zaderko from deep. The shot that time, not on target. The Wolfpack in the lead. Here's Wells. That's in. It's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 of 7 to start this one. And there's the call on Patrick Wells. That is his first timeout called by the Dynasty.
Substitution for the Wolfpack. Timeout on the court.
Outside, it's Johnson. James. Deshaun Carter from the outside. Count it from distance. And with a showcase game like this in tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
The three-pointer goes.
Oh, what a response from MP, matching the 3 on the other side of the court.
Pass to James. Cordova outside. Deshaun Carter, he's open. And there's another one for the Wolfpack.
They've been playing a very sound offensive game in the first half of action.
Yeah, the numbers back it up. They've been much better shooting tonight.
Now here's MP. He's got 9. Sends it home from three-point land.
You have to love his efficiency from range in this one.
valuing each and every possession, taking only the shots he feels he can make.
Here's Cordova. They lead by 11. James. Davidson pulls it in.
Dynasty coach Duncan Carter has worked to impart a sense of focus in this ongoing rivalry. The rivalry of these teams is well documented, and he wants his club to continue their winning ways.
Yeah, Danny, he knows that the way the games have swung between these two sides is a dynamic rivalry. He would like the Dynasty to play at a heightened intensity for this one.
Practice makes perfect for Carter. The Wolfpack guard was all lined up and prepared to fire before he even got the ball.
For three. Another miss by MP. And the Wolfpack with possession. Pass to Fresh. Misses the three.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here.
Jonathan Lack. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a five-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor. Because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much. Carter is just such a cerebral player. When you talk about him, you just have to admire how much he prepares for every single game.
From deep, it's MP. Rebounded by the Wolfpack. Timmerman with it, picked up by Luan. Deshaun Carter from the outside, and it's Fisher with the rebound. And now the Dynasty with it. Down by 12. And that one's good from MP.
Well, MP knows he can score in close when he needs to. And right there.
Central role by getting his guys to their shots.
Such a nice advantage having an unselfish player like him with a high basketball IQ, always providing for his teammates. The size on the bench for both teams is formidable.
Oh, yeah, Danny, this team is stacked. I was looking up to some of the players walking in as we set up tonight. Woo, they're tall. I know one thing, though. I wouldn't take too many shots in 4 contributions.
MP on the left side. From deep, Stauffer comes up with the board. 6 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clocks. Patrick Wells, and that's good. Wells is cooking this first half. Great scoring output from him. MP outside. They need this. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Dynasty foul. MP. Second personal foul. At the line for the Wolfpack, Michael Stark.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And now the Dynasty with it. It's an 18-point game. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh! I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals is so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games.
Here's Carter. Pass to Levesque. Back to Carter. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Dynasty. MP outside. Let's go with the 3. And the Dynasty another 3. And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Bay. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the Dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, Coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack.
Second free throw, no good. And now the Dynasty with it. Trailing by 19. Here's Dillard. And the ball out of play. The Wolfpack will have it. Great ball movement. They're sharing the rock.
And they're keeping everyone involved and engaged.
With plenty of space. Carter's shot is off that time. MP inside. Cordova covering. Comes up empty down low.
And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to fix. From deep, it's MP. Cordova grabs the board. And so here it's the Wolfpack. Earlier tonight, they held a 23-point lead. Fresh, the screen. And he's going to get whistled for the foul. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking there. Just out of touch with it.
And the Dynasty call time here.
Substitution for the Wolfpack. Timeout.
And here's MP on the outside. And Robinson pulls it down. It's been all Wolfpack in this one. Wells outside.